Namaste. My name is Ruhe Zimmer. I'm International Meditation Master. Today I want to speak about the benefits of an ice bath. Now an ice bath is becoming more and more likable. Everybody seems to use one. For centuries, every sauna in North Europe had an ice bath, for instance the town of Bremen. An ice bath is never an invention of Wim Hoff. Okay, a sauna combined with an ice bath is optimal, and this I can prove. And not the Wim Hoff method. And it is never true that you can cure every disease with an ice bath, as Wim Hoff is telling us. Otherwise, there would be no diseases in North Europe. Again, Wim Hoff is wrong in saying that curing traumas with an ice bath. This is not efficient or recommended. Okay. So I want to get rid of all of these myths and to make it the things simple, understandable. This is a method that worked for thousands of years and is one of the best methods to keep you healthy. Benefits of an ice bath: increases energy levels, spike dopamine, testosterone and oxytocin, improves your immune system, improves resilience, decrease inflammation, speed up physical recovery, improves your discipline, boosts your mood, helps you better manage stress, improves your sleep, helps burn fat and improve insulin sensitivity, improves your cardiovascular health. So it should be good enough. And in an interview, Tony Robbins said that he has been using an ice bath every day for over 30 years. Okay. This should be an inspiration for us. Then money should be not an obstacle. I thought an ice bath could afford only the wealthiest people. I was wrong. On YouTube you can find videos on how to make an ice bath reasonable with an old chest freezer for $100 to $600. Even Wim Hof uses a chest freezer which he converted to an ice bath. I bought a cheap 435 liter 180 watt chest freezer. It's even aluminium inside, but a little bit less power. I could not get the water cold, so I bought ice cubes and tried different temperatures. 5 degrees Celsius is fun for me and below is hell, this means 3.5. So I'm used on ice baths and saunas and so on. The chest freezer is good enough to keep the temperature. After 1 or 2 hours, then my chest freezer is lowering the temperature just for 1 degree. Okay. And we have here Thailand, very hot. No? How cold should be the ice bath? We don't want to become a Mr. Miss Ice or do any ego trip on our health journey. And that is so important. We don't want to get frostbites or a heart attack. We ask our physician if we are fit for an ice bath. We want maximum health instead of boosting our ego. And I see this again and again. So I was so severe ill when I was a kid, and for me was health after some times that I learned and the most important thing. Everything I did to get my health back. No? We start with 15 degrees Celsius and our target should be 10 degrees Celsius. If we master that, then we can aim for 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm used on ice bath and so on sauna for many years. No? A typical ice bath, cold water with ice added later, is 5 to 10 Celsius. It has to be cold enough to be uncomfortable, to create a feeling of shit. I need to get out, but I can stay in safely. Only you know what that feeling is like, and it's personal to every individual. Your threshold of discomfort will get higher as your tolerance increases. Always keep to the simple rule of seeking out uncomfortably cold. Uncomfortable cold is always the answer. You must learn to relax into the discomfort. However, there should be no pain and no pushing it. And it's so much fun with the sauna, and I do it also. So then really like to jump in cold water, make it fun. Or after my interval training, I'm sweating like crazy, then I jump in an ice bath. God, it's simple. Altogether, for instance, 7 times 1.5 minutes or 11 minutes per week in an ice bath is enough to get all the benefits. This means colder temperature for a shorter duration. Of course, the more you practice, the more you cold adapt. Okay? Essentially, learn to feel your body response. It will tell you when it's had enough or not enough. So I don't know how it feels for a beginner, okay? Sorry for that. So, okay. Stay in control and decide for yourself when to exit. No ego trip. Okay? When the muscles in your chest and lungs starts to shiver, then you have to jump out of your ice bath. Longer time to stay in ice bath would not be beneficial. Okay? For instance, my hands are freezing first. I don't know why. No? And then after a long time, also the muscles in the lungs. No? Learn to breathe slowly, deep in and out. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. The best practice after Professor Dr. Huber is short inhales and 1 long exhale. Or try out to hum or make the sound om. This is the activation of the second chakra by exhaling, and this has helped me all the time. When I'm getting too cold, I make the om or humming, and humming is nearly the same sound. It's out of the second chakra. Slow and steady wins the race. No ego trip. Keep it fun. A cold practice is fun. We are not trying to break records like Wim Hoff. Be amused by yourself. It is not serious so long as you are practicing safely. How funny you are sitting in cold water. That you know how amazing you will feel in a minute's time. Okay, for me it's too often, okay. And for me it's easy, okay. The best study on ice baths was done by Dr. Susan Serbeck. So the more times you plunge into the ice bath, the more benefits the body gets. Makes sense, no? Benefits. Dramatically increase from dopamine by 2.5-fold. This is a feel-good hormone when you have done, regardless of what it. The increase is as high as taking cocaine. It lasts for hours. Yeah, I've done it 2 times today. Dopamine gives us drive and motivation. Increase of serotonin. After you have plunged 4 times already in an ice bath, you activate your vagus tone. That will give us a sense of mental balance, and this you can't get from cold showers. And now, increase of oxytocin. I love you. Oxytocin is our love drug, a natural drug in our brain. Every time we fall in love, we increase oxytocin or have sex or eat chocolate. Okay? You don't need to dunk your entire body into that ice bath to reap the benefits, regardless of what so-called experts are saying. Okay, you lose 11% of heat without submerging your head in the cold water, and 36% more of your head heat if you or if you submerge your head in the cold water. Makes sense, no? Even so, just dunking your hands in cold water can be beneficial. Fishermen get cold adapted when working in such cold circumstances when they put their hands in the icy water. So exposing part of your body to this coldness will benefit you. And this was a cure from Kneipp, very famous for his cold water course. When you get out of the cold water, your muscles or your entire body will start to shiver. In Thailand, not so much, okay. The warm water, blood from your core will flow to your fingers. We should keep moving our bodies, just don't sit on a couch. This is called the Soberg principle. When you go in hot air, you don't shiver, okay. Thank you that I could speak about this, and bye.